If I were to tell you people are stealing my lines constantly, you probably wouldn't be surprised. Now, the one thing that does irk me is that you guys are using these lines wrong. Something matters just as much as what you say is how you say it, and the quality of the human being that is saying it in general. If you are somebody that's still anxious, nervous, that has a dark demon on the inside that hates women, the lines won't come across the right way. However, if you guys have worked on all the fundamentals, you guys have been kicking ass, you guys have been putting in the work, these 6 lines can supercharge your game. Let's get into it.
I am a king, give me the throne. I need a queen, she better than most. I need a palace, I need a horse. If you want gold.
Welcome to the New York City Seduction Bootcamp, July 1st through the 3rd. That's right, the weekend of 4th of July. 3 days in the Big Apple, talking to gorgeous models, going to the biggest clubs. During New York's biggest event, we'll be working on your charisma, your approach, your masculinity, making you more attractive to the opposite sex, helping you design your dream dating life. There are only 3 spots left for this event. Payment plans are available. If you're interested, text NYC to 702-841-9909. I look forward to hearing from you.
Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, how you say something really matters. Make sure you're speaking from your diaphragm, adding pauses, that you are relaxed, because if you're nervous, it'll come across in the conversation. There's this line in phone sales, smile and dial. The reason you're smiling is because by putting across the energy through the phone, you can hear in the tone too. You can even close your eyes and you can tell when somebody actually is meaning what they're saying or if they feel a certain way. When you say these lines, they shouldn't be sounding rote. If you're a bad actor, I'm sorry, that's something you're gonna have to work on. If you don't know how to say things in a masculine, powerful, sexy way, that's something you're gonna have to do. You're going to learn how to do that before you can ever say any of these lines, which I have multiple videos on if you guys want to go check those out. The first line is, quit qualifying, I already like you. Now, this is a powerful line. If somebody does start qualifying to you, what is qualification? Qualifying is when somebody is chasing your validation or trying to get you to see things in a way that makes them look admirable. So they're trying to brag about something, or they're trying to show off in some manner. And when this is the case, pull out this line. What's so important about this line, other than just pointing out the fact that they're qualifying, it makes them qualify more. The trick behind this line is that you aren't expecting them to stop qualifying. It actually will draw them into qualifying more. Quit qualifying, I already like you. I wasn't qualifying, I was just trying to say how much I've been working out lately and how much money I make. I'm not trying to qualify, which is them again qualifying. Action feeds ego, ego feeds action. If they qualify to you, it must mean they like you. Subconsciously, the more energy they put into liking you, the more their ego will take a role. It's why whenever you go through a breakup, why it hurts so much, because you invested so much into it. Now your ego is tied into them. It's a way of getting attached. So the more somebody qualifies you, the more they're going to like you. The sandwich. The sandwich is kind of a funny one. It's a way of getting somebody to honestly do what you want. So you can do a push, pull, push, or you can do a pull, push, pull. Now, a push, pull, push is if you're in a club and a girl's like, I want to go talk to my friends. Yeah, that's awesome. I really like talking to you. I'd like to talk to you more, but if you want to go with your friends, go with them. Yeah, they seem cool. Now, this seems like you're a lot more flippant and you don't really care. This will usually draw a girl in. Now, if you're talking to a girlfriend, you do a pull, push, pull. Baby, I want to hang out with you. But if you have to go, you want to go, but I want to hang out with you. Now, that's the softer version. That's for somebody that you already have an investment with. Frame flippers are kind of funny. I need to honestly come up with a better title for this. So if you guys have a better phrase for this, I've been calling this for about 3 or 4 years. It's basically using lines that girls use on guys. For example, I'm not a piece of meat. I have emotions. I have a vast internal reality, blah, 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 blah. If you want to get a piece of this ass, you're going to have to take me on 3 dates first. I'm not an easy lady. I'm a classy lady. I'm somebody you have to write poems for, give chocolates to, etc., etc. These are lines that girls use. You reverse them around and use them for yourself. This one is actually something I've been using kind of recently. It's a very deadly technique, but it's kind of funny. So what you do is you go into a club and you approach the first girl you see. And maybe you leave the conversation really early. You're like, hey, I want to go talk to my friends here in a second. My girlfriends are being kind of a little bit weird lately. They've never been out this club before, so I want to check and see if they're okay. And then you go to the nearby vicinity, go talk to a girl nearby. Now, on the second girl, you walk up to her and say, hey, look, this girl over here, she's been a little bit weird with me. She's been stalking me all night. Is there any way I can hang out with you for a little bit until she goes away? All right, cool, awesome. What's her name? Now, about 5 minutes later, tell her, hey, look, my friends over here, they've been a little bit out of it. The girl now seems pretty placated. I'm going to go check with my friends, make sure they're okay. I see them in the nearby vicinity. But here, give me your Instagram. I'll talk to you later. Now you walk away, go to the other people. Hey, look, so this girl over here has been chasing and following me all night. And can I just talk to you for 5 seconds? I told her you're my girlfriend, just to kind of throw her off the trail. Is there any way I can hang out with you for 5 minutes till she goes away? Okay, cool. Thank you. Now, you keep doing this throughout the entire club, and then you build up a pre-selection mentality where all these girls think that there's this girl in the club who's following you around and being weird. Building pre-selection. The next line is saying something that you're not and making the girl verbally say that you're something valuable. So, for example, yeah, look, I'm not usually that type of guy. I'm very shy. Where you've been very clearly outgoing the entire conversation. She's like, shut up, you're not shy. Now she's verbally saying something very positive about you. If it's something that you know that's like she cannot deny, so if she said that you're sexy somewhere in the conversation, you'd be like, yeah, you know, all the girls, they hate me because I'm so ugly. She's like, shut up. Now in her head, she's like, oh yeah, he is handsome, blah, 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 blah. So it creates like a logical bridge in her head where it's like she's tying all these positive attributes to you, creating what I call a logical bridge. So if the emotions ever wane or her excitement for you or her emotions change, she has now all these logical ideas of who you are. You're a handsome, outgoing guy who has all these different traits that you now are doubling down on by bringing to the fact of trying to say the opposite. By bringing up something the opposite and something you're clearly not, she's now going to assign those traits to more definitely. The final one is probably one of the most important, and they're shit test passers. So what are the 4 ways to pass shit test? Ignore, agree, exaggerate, and misinterpret as sexual. The last one is the one that dating coaches always miss out on, but it's pretty fucking good if you can find it for the right situations. Now, let's give you guys a classic one that a lot of you guys who are intermediate oftentimes get. Do you do this to all the ladies? Yeah, on occasion. Change the subjects. Exaggerate. All day, every day. Ignore. How old are you again? And misinterpret as sexual. Why? Do I come across that charming? Now remember, it's the way you say something that matters the most. You can't use any of these lines and expect them to work. I've tried this with many mentors in the past where I try to use their lines and then be so befuddled by the fact that the lines I was taking from them didn't work. Why is this not working? Lo and behold, it was me all along. It was me, the way I was saying it. If you don't know how to say things properly, focus on different types of exercises. But again, check out this ed video right here if you want to learn more about this. All right, guys. If you guys have any questions, leave in the comment section below. That being said, peace.
King, give me the throne. I need a queen, she better than most. I need a palace, I need a horse. If you want gold, then I am the source. I need a crown, I need a sword. I got my team, we going to war. You want my kids, you be my pawns. We don't relate, you taking a loss. I am a king, give me the throne. I need a queen, she better than most. I need a palace, I need a horse. If you want gold, then I am the source.